Hello everyone. Hello. Come. You're drawing pillars, my guy. I it I've never drawn the pillars properly, so I thought, oh, it's probably a good idea to draw the thing that is quite a large defining feature of my world. So that's what we're doing. A bit. But yeah, uh, the issue is, as you, um, I because they're so damn big, I don't quite know how I will go about illustrating them. So what I'm doing for now, for this first scene, is uh I'm just drawing like a flat facing it image of it with a dude next to it for scale. So this would be like a ways up the pillar. I'll draw some like scaffolding. How is this image taken? I have no fucking idea. Maybe the dude's like sitting in a balloon, or the scaffolding like comes out to the point where you can take it from this far away. But that's a guy as scale reference, and this is like the tiniest portion of the pillars. Um, yeah. Well, yeah, I can make them in 3D, but like I'm not good at like making detailed architecture in 3D yet. I guess I can make simple like this is the first image. After this, I'll most likely try to do a shot. I'd love to do one where it's like from this dude's perspective looking down, so you can see like the detail up close, and then it just like dissipates or like disappears down into fog. Um, I think that'll be fun. I don't know how I'll do these portions where it's the arches. I don't think references have arches. I guess I can start by search some stuff up. Be like one of these. I'm just going by eye, by the way. I don't have like a fucking uh golden ratio in my head or something like that. It'd be good if I did, cause architecture like this is quite reliant on like a sort of flow to it. But I'm just winging it. If it looks right, then it's right enough. Yeah, it's definitely a bit of trouble that I decided to make the pillars this big. Well, I mean, it makes sense for them to be this big, but just the scale is so ludicrous that it's like kind of hard to even think about how to depict them properly, Because like any structure that Ram or Varus decides to build against the pillars is like at any reasonable size that I can draw that at, where I can see the structure enough and the pillar, uh, then it's just the building would just look tiny in compare, which I guess makes sense. I mean, it's good that the things called the world pillars are dwarfing everything, but still, it's really hard to think of a composition when I it's something that is in itself like meant to be hard to put into a composition. Okay. Uh, Pillars supposed to be even bigger, or those are different pillars? No, these are the detail on the world pillars. So not as like as a rough estimate, I sort of calculated it, but don't take this like the scale of the world pillars sort of fluctuates in my head with how big I want them to be. Um, but a rough estimate to put it into perspective a little bit. This gate, that's a person right there, and this like archway gate detail thing on the exterior surrounding the pillar would be repeated around the circumference of the pillar, right? So this over and over again until it gets all the way around the pillar. Um, there would be about 34,000 of these to wrap around the whole pillar. So this detail repeated like 4,000 times, uh, then that would be like how big the pillar is. And then obviously this isn't like the biggest one of them. Uh, there's one up there as well that clearly has larger uh pillars on either side of it. But yeah. But yeah, the scale of it and the logistics of its scale is gonna be a nightmare. I've realized now that I don't. The capital cities that are supposed to be at the base of world pillars, there'll have to be multiple. I mean, obviously, there'll have to be multiple sectors of capital cities around it, but like it's to the extent where if you were to visit one of the capitals that are at the base of the pillars, you'd practically have to choose which quadrant of the city to be in if you're like going for a trip to Varus, for example. It's not like, oh, let me look at the capital. No, it would be like, let me look at a quarter of the capital. Because if you were gonna go by like horse wagon, it would take 12 days to get from one side of the pillar to the other. Um, which means the capital is also, from one side to the other. So it's the capitals would probably have to also be separated into like northern Varus capital, southern Varus capital, stuff like that. Yeah. But news would travel a little faster. Like you could get a pigeon to get to the other side of a pillar in like a day, probably. So that's good at least. Yeah, I really can't think how I'm gonna decorate this part of the. I think what I'm gonna do first is I'll make this detail here and see about. Why would a pigeon fly faster around the No, I mean a pigeon would fly faster than a fucking horse wagon. Not a pigeon would fly faster than a pigeon anywhere else. I mean a pigeon compared to a horse wagon that would use 12 days to get to the other side of the pillar. At that scale, the wind forces might actually speed up the pigeon. True. No, I'm not smart enough for that kind of thinking. Yeah, I'm taking inspiration from like a bunch of different uh random things. Sort of just winging it, honestly. Whatever feels right to be put where I put it. don't know if I like that. Yeah, the arches are gonna be tough at the bigger scale, because it's just a lot of arch space to fill out. Like, what the fuck do you even put? Good enough for now. The planes wouldn't work because it's like a storm or something. Well, yeah, it's a storm up there. Like, the weather's fucked in the sky, but also combined with, well, they literally just started making planes. There's still like open cockpits, uh, and like no supplemental oxygen and shit like that. They haven't figured that stuff out. Okay. Then I can have another thingy there. I gotta define the upper platform first. Sort of see what fits. Ay, ay, ay. funny to see how these pillars split into even smaller pillars. I could imagine one of these near infinite zooming animations with. Oh yeah, pretty much. I make workshop submissions for TF2, but have been getting really stuck only making concept art and not making cosmetic 3D models. Any advice on how not to feel overwhelmed in Blender? I feel like there are so many features. Kind of have a good grasp of the vision, you know? What? You stuck on making not making cosmetic 3D models. Wait, so you want to make 3D models? And you're asking me how to not feel overwhelmed? I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not good at 3D. I've only like just started doing 3D. I didn't feel overwhelmed at first because I don't know what. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know what people's problem is with like seeing a bunch of shit and then just being like, oh no, it's too much. Like, I just start the tutorial and I basically just blur out everything because none of it matters to me yet until I know what the hell it does. So it's not overwhelming if you just like the point is, how do just don't look at it, don't touch anything until you know if you need it. You know, I guess I'm really bad. I'm sorry. You don't take advice from me, but I guess like literally like watch the donut tutorial. Like everybody jokes, ah, start with the donut in 3D, but literally like the donut tutorial. But don't even like I watched like the first half of it, like the first 20 minutes of it, to get the controls of like the camera and then placing stuff around and then moving it. And then I just went for it. You know, I didn't like because the other shit can come later, like texturing, fucking retopologizing. That shit can come later. I just need to learn how to do the first thing, and then play around with that to get hooked first, and then concern myself with the rest of the stuff. It's so unintuitive. I actually have done it like 2 times. What have you done 2 times? What have you tried to do? The donut tutorial. What's unintuitive about it? I feel like it is quite easy to follow, I'd say. Even with uh my issues with focusing, I think it was pretty good at just explaining the basics. Yeah. But like, the great part is you don't need to learn like yeah, Blender is oh, it has so many functions. 99% of which you don't need to touch at all. I, I I've learned like 1% of Blender and I'm doing just fine with that. I don't need to know much more than that. I mean, it's also just the thing that I'm using Blender for is quite simple, so I don't need to know much of it. But like you could start there at least. Yeah, like I guess if I watched the tutorial to the end, like it did get a little overwhelming towards the end because it started piling on top. Like he taught the camera movement. Okay, that's easy to remember. Then like moving stuff around and like making the donut, and then the shaders and nodes things started coming in, and it started like snowballing and getting a little out of hand. But at that point, I just turned it off because I was like, okay, I got it. I got the donut part and the nodes and whatever other shit part I can leave for later if I eventually want to figure that out. Fuck it, I only need the adding stuff and wiggling it around, and then I'll just make like a knife with that, I guess. Because you don't have to be like, oh god, I gotta make the thing, then retopologize it, then uh, rig it, then UV it, then no, just make the thing shit first. You need to watch the donut tutorial. You'll never lose like advanced map. Yeah, like half the shit I probably won't ever use in that tutorial, so I just didn't learn it. Why would I need to get a headache over things that I won't touch? Or even like if I am going to eventually do it, not yet. I'll do the first part, fuck around with that, and then eventually when I get to the part where I need to learn the other stuff, I'll open the tutorial again and learn the other stuff. Stuck at tutorials, put the terminology of what you're stuck on in AI. Ugh, yuck! Ask what and how, etc. AI is surprisingly good at technical explanations of software. I no, not really, because sometimes it generalizes into the problem it thinks you have, not the problem you actually have. Um, because I spent such a long time trying to find the issue to a problem I was having. Um, and I couldn't find it because it kept like the AI kept saying like, "Oh, you have this problem," and it's like, no, that's not the problem I have, you know. So I don't think AI is not recommended, not at all, actually, because the it might think you have one problem, but it's not the fucking exact problem, and especially with Blender's pedantic uh bullshittery of just like having really niche issues you can stumble into. It's impossible to get the right answer out of it sometimes because the main thing is I also lack the vocabulary to explain it properly. Like maybe AI could have found the resolution for me if I knew the terminology. But the thing is, if you're starting Blender, you don't know what the fuck's wrong either. So you just sort of uh, this thing isn't working. The squares are circles? Question mark. And AI doesn't know what the fuck to do with that. So like what I actually recommend, like what helped me fix the problem is I went into the Blender Discord and hopped into like they have help channels and just hop into a VC with somebody and say, "Help, you're good at Blender. I'm not. Look at this thing. What's wrong with it?" And they said, "Oh, it's this thing where you need to press this button and that button. You probably accidentally pressed this option that you didn't mean to." And I was like, "Thanks." And that was completely not what AI said I should do because AI couldn't understand the problem the exact way, that a person just looking at it would be able to. Yeah. For general knowledge, I guess it would work. Like AI works for like general knowledge shit. If you want to search out, how tall is the building, and it'll tell you, that's how tall the building. But the thing is, like, Blender in its nature is like a pile of niche issues where everything can be like 10 things that you accidentally did wrong but look the same or something. So I don't. No, AI not good. I mean, yeah, it has its uses, but I can't deny that anytime I get like when I search on Google and I get the AI answer to my question first, I go like, yeah, okay, cool. Uh, now show me what the actual people say. Like I'll see the answer and I'll take it and keep it in the back of my head first. I'll be like, okay, that's what that says, and then I'll actually look through shit to like see if that like corresponds with what actual well, I don't know. I don't know if they're actual people. Can't confirm that either nowadays. Fuck. But yeah, I still don't know how the fuck you're getting overwhelmed by the donut tutorial though. That is very interesting. All I can think of is that you're just going through it too quickly. Like you can pause it and just keep at one section until you get it and then move on to the next. But yeah, genuinely I do recommend keeping at it though with the blender stuff. Like try to figure it out. Cuz the thing is it is genuinely one of the most rewarding things I've learned in a recent like the amount of shit I've unlocked that I can do with it now as just a tool in my arsenal is incredible. Like it's such a useful thing to know. Cause I use it just with drawing, you know, like perspective scenes. It's like, oh, I want to know how big that blimp will be if it's this far away from the ground and I'm looking up at it from this character's perspective. Yet let me just put a fucking cylinder in Blender, move it up a little bit, put a guy on the floor and look up at the cylinder, take a screenshot and then draw over it. You know, it removes so much of the like. Look, I did this scene. Really happy with that. Uh, it's not finished. It's like really rough, but the perspective is all correct because I smashed it together in Blender, so I knew exactly how big this guy was compared to this guy because I put a guy up there. You know, yeah, yeah. It's incredibly useful. I wouldn't have dared to draw a scene like this before because it would just be so much checking perspective and fucking this and that. But now that I know, like, even the tiniest bit of Blender, just cylinder, bang, another cylinder down here, look up. Oh, okay, take screenshot, done. It helps so much. Hold on here, I can show you like the model I made uh underneath it. Like this, what I did. Obviously, this wheel is a little more detailed because I just wanted to figure that out. But it's just a ball and some plane and like the same dude just there, and I'm like, okay, that's the perspective. And I can just duplicate this, put it way in the distance to see like, oh, if it's that far away, that's how small it is. Got it. Didn't do that. Okay, I'm not happy with this section up here. If I duplicate it more. A P. Then this is just bare wall. I think it'd be nice to have some breathing room drawing. Oh, yeah, I'd say that's a reasonable amount of space. Rest the eyes. I wanna. Okay, let's. How would I guess? Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Same fucker copied over every time too. I need to remove him out of my race. We're drawing the world pillars. Yippee! Yeah, I think that's good. And then I can just like duplicate just this section and just copy it over and over again. Get too messy. Should just it's disorienting. Good enough. Oh no, but we have to keep our guy. There you go. Yes. There. And there you go. I'd say the level of detail on those are satisfying enough to look at. Now we go up. Go up. I think these pillars should be in the middle of these two. Then it's nice symmetry, you know. Otherwise it's off. Rough out. I do want a fair bit of a border, but the yeah. Base need. I have no idea how I'm gonna make a perspective shot of this, by the way. Look. I don't even want to think about it, honestly. I doubt, even though the pillars are such an important part of the world, I doubt I'm gonna be drawn them many times, because every time it's gonna be just just a bit of a, experience. Is this gonna be a video? I mean, yeah. I'd very much like to make a video that's talks more in depth about the what we've found out about the pillars. Drawing architecture is my biggest weakness. Same. Fucking Christ. I hate arch. It's not okay. No, 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 no. I say it wrong. I don't hate architecture. I absolutely love it. It is the most beautiful part that's like awe-inspiring about so many worlds that I like. Issue is I suck at it. That's the issue. Not that I hate it. I suck at it, and that's why I dislike it. Not because it to me it is very important. I'm just not good enough at it yet. Oh my god, I'm watching a toothbrush play Billie Eilish? Holy shit. I can't believe it. And I also didn't know there was a music app. Are you kidding me? The best news I've heard. Guys, have you heard this? Look. There's a music app. Do the pillars run underground? Yes. To the extent that we know of, yes. Music on an app? You're joking. Yeah. I mean, I thought they were kidding as well until they told me about it. And I checked it out and I was like, "Holy shit. There's music on YouTube Music." You know what I like? Um because my algorithm is so vacant. Like I don't think YouTube knows barely anything about me. Uh the only ads I get are the YouTube ones. So so the only ads I get are the "Are you sick of ads?" The ads suck, don't they? Fuck, you really all my boys hate ads, right? Right, guys? Wish you didn't have them, and it pisses me off so much because it's like, yeah, I hate them. You're the only fucker I see. You're the only ones I see. There's no others. Oh, you hate ads. Yeah, yours. What else? There's no other ads. But you make money by ads. Well, yeah, that's hypocrisy for you there. I'm being hypocritical, of course. I hate ads when I see them. I love ads when you see them. Uh, because that's how I feed myself. I the thing is, I wouldn't mind it if ads were actually good, but they just suck now. Ads, well, they always suck, but like, there used to be like creative ads. Now they're not. They're just like, hey, buy our thing because it's our thing. Um, oh, I do get another ad, even though I've never done trading, like stock trading in my life. I keep getting the fucking um, what is it called? Yeah, this is how you know it's a bad fucking ad, because I've heard it 1,000 times, but I still don't know what the fuck it's called. I think it's Pro, FX Pro, Smart Trader. Smart traders use FX Pro, or whatever the fuck it was. Uh, and that ad is so, like, what? How can you just say that in an ad? It just doesn't make sense to me. How does anybody like fall for that shit or whatever? Smart traders use our thing. The best traders, all the ones that make money, they use our thing. That's like me saying all the best artists use Krita. If you want to be a good artist, use Krita. That doesn't make sense. If you want to write Shakespeare, use our pen. What? That doesn't have That's a tool. It has nothing to do. Of course they'll say ours is the best thing. No shit, they're trying to sell it. If you want to be a good one of the thing you want to be, use our thing. Yeah. All of those are just so unbearable to listen to, you know? But one thing that I do always believe is if you want to be a good artist, you got to use OOG tablets. That's UGEE, and use my discount code Monster. No, no. I'm watching a toothbrush play Billie Eilish? Holy fuck. I'm watching a toothbrush play Billie Eilish, guys. Fuck. It's blowing my mind again. No way. Nah, you gotta see this, dude. It's seriously playing Billie Eilish. Proof for it's not real. Nah, I'm not kidding, man. Seriously happened. It was playing it. My brain's sort of slowly getting sous vide at the moment. I think I'm like my I don't know, man. It's the pillars. The pillars are sucking my strength. I don't got the energy to draw that details. I feel weird about the bigger pillars being supported by smaller pillars, though. Though this is just a vibe. I mean, it's an exterior decoration. Uh, the pillar's solid behind it, so there's a wall behind these. They're not full pillars. Don't worry. It'll be fine. How hard is it to climb? Look at it. I mean, I'd say pretty hard. Um, it definitely has good holds, you know? But then it has like a lot of like overhangs and stuff. Six, yeah, I don't start with the fucking boulder ratings. Like, I don't fucking know. I'm not a rock climber. Get fucking uh Magnus or whatever to climb this and see what he thinks. What is that I'm hearing? Is it another YouTube music ad? Holy shit. I can't believe it. They're gonna drive me insane. It is genuinely I think like the ad strategy now is not to make enticing ads. It's just a war of attrition until you cave. It it's not like God, YouTube Premium has so many good features. No. We will blast ads until you die or you cave and buy YouTube Premium. You know, the sad thing is the thing they're promoting for YouTube Music isn't even that good. Like, oh my god, you can listen to music even when the app is closed? What? You mean like all the other ones? Oh my god, I can't believe it. I've been waiting for this feature my whole life. I couldn't I that I couldn't have done this with any of the other music apps that already exist. You can play it while you're cleaning your room? Holy fuck. While you're cleaning the mess in the foreground? I can't believe it. All the other apps stopped playing when I tried to clean the mess in the foreground. I love myself a toggle thingy. That's what I wished I had when I was listening on Spotify. I was like, damn, this app is great. I can do all the stuff. But you know what it doesn't have? It doesn't have the toggle thingy. 7 years, I'm pretty sure they forgot I'm still on it. I will never speak of it. Very good. Okay, it's not looking bad. I like that. Better. Then we go out. Up. Uh, no, I don't use Spotify either. I'm just joking. I don't use any of the music apps. I listen to my music just on a playlist on YouTube. Because, I don't know. And I bear with the ads. That's why they're slowly driving me mad. It's, I just bear with them. YouTube ad, free premium, and the music app all together? Holy shit. An app made just for music? One subscription, two apps. I mean, sign me up. I'm sorry. I don't think I shouldn't be subjecting you all to the same torture I'm dealing with. Two whole apps, yeah, two different apps. One for music and one for the other stuff, but without the ads. For Firefox or Chrome, all ads gone. However, YouTube makes you reload pages twice. It claims the media can't be played, but you just refresh it. Well, I used to use an ad blocker. Don't tell YouTube. I used to use an ad blocker. But the thing is, it fucked playlists even worse. So instead of skipping the ad, it skipped the video. So it would just run through playlists to the bottom without playing any of the songs. Um, that's only a recent thing, by the way. It didn't used to do that. They managed to fuck it somehow. Yeah, that's the issue. Is like I've been doing the like refreshing thing and it's been fine, but recently they did something. And oh boy, is it something. Uh There you go. And that's at that point I think that's off screen already. No matter what happens up here. Now let's do the separating strip. All line, thicker line, then some sort of decorative element. And this channel is an ad for your book. I'm not making a book anymore. At least not soon. The world is I'm not built for a book. I'm a weak artist. I'm a weak-minded artist and I can't like muster the the actual dedication and effort it would use to make a legit book. My hands are cramping. Just make people write your story. How fucking dare you suggest making other people write the story of my world? I the thing is like I'm sorry to say, but like my character flaws that I spawned in with and still haven't managed to change are the perfect combination of flaws that makes it incredibly difficult for me to work with anybody else. So that's sort of out of the question, is working with a writer, because I would probably tear their head off. Um, I it's a beautiful so I am incredibly stubborn, right? Incredibly stubborn. Like anything I use, the first thing I use, I commit to it for the rest of my fucking life. Like I'm still using the same tablet, same program, same editing software, everything that I have, and I'll use anything that I have till it disintegrates. Uh, and also, if I need things to be a certain way, and if they're not that certain way, I am not happy. Uh, but also, I'm really bad at communicating, so I'm really bad at communicating how I want it to be, which is a beautiful combo. It's like I'm very particular with what I want, but I can't communicate what it is. So it's like I know what it is. I can't tell you what it is though. Uh, and I'm hard on myself, and I worry that I'm gonna be that same with other people. Well, I am. It needs to be perfect, but I'm also too much of a wuss to tell them straight to the face. So if somebody I work with does something badly and I know it's not the way I want it to, but I can't elaborate how it is, I also can't tell them that it's wrong because I feel bad. Uh, so yeah, it's a weird combo. Yeah, I'd rather not work with other people. I'd rather just figure it out myself. Collabs are a different thing though. Like collabs, but like if yeah, collabs are different. Just like the idea of like working with somebody on a book or something like that. I don't think I could do that. Make a clone of yourself. Be nice if I could. Do you think you'd work well with a clone of yourself? I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think so. Like, yeah, it's such a perfect storm to make me not good at interacting with people or not working with people. You're trying to learn pixel art, you don't know why? You like it. Shit. Oh, it looks fine enough zoomed out. Cool, now we date this. Line this up. Oh, right. Here. Enough. Yep. Sorry I'm not reading or talking the chat much. Just drawing. Don't got much energy. Huh? There you go. A lot of work in a short time. Efficient. Thank you. I am. What? Well, no, actually, I work very slowly compared to the average concept artist. Have you seen how a concept artist works? Jesus Christ. Just like they're like a wild animal on a piece of paper. They just fucking thump out concepts like it's nothing. And this, oh no, because no, yeah, it is. What do I do? Guess I can just. Okay, now we only have the bottom part left. Oh, also I should probably put a border around this so we can tell, like, part of its image cuts off, like, selection. So that's what we'll actually find. Okay. I could cheat. I'm... No, no. Yes. Yes, no? Hold on. I just want to see what it would look like. I'm not taking the whole pillar, but just the rim. If I duplicate the rim, the top to the bottom, if it's fine or not. I know, that's not... Yeah, it's gonna look really weird. I need to add some stuff. Uh, yeah, no, I need to redraw most of it. I can probably keep this. Can I keep that? Yes, yes, I think I can. But if I have the pillars in the same spots, it's... I need larger pillars, I think, at the bottom, under these. Yeah, I'll need to do again. Let me sketch it. I want, like, droopy bits that go down. So I think I'm gonna have droops under where the pillars are. You're not even gonna see the next layer of pillars. That's the issue. I guess I can sort of imply it. If I add like an edge here, and that like implies that this is one thing holding up these four, and then those two. Yeah. Okay. What was the lore of these again? Big pillar. Pretty much it. Big pillar. The pillars, I mean. Yeah, yeah. Big pillars, I said.
Oh yeah, there'd totally be like an ecosystem around the pillars, or on them. I just haven't designed it yet. Will the pillars still be in perfect condition? No, no, no. I'm just drawing it like this because, well, it's easier to draw the whole thing first and then fuck it up, than to draw it, fuck it up. Draw it, fuck it up? Draw it fucked up from the get-go. So I'll have to add, like, weathering and cracking and stuff like that. Going in. Going. gonna take a break. I can that without whatever. But